Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on November 24th, 2021 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Pangun Langayate Girim Sri Gurum Dhinatarinam Sri Chaitanya Mishwaram Hari Om Tat.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we will continue with the compilation of the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book. Today's chapter is entitled Destruction of the Pride of Brahma, who came to see the opulence of Lord Krishna. Under this section, the opulence and sweetness of Lord Krishna.
Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Madhya Leela 21:58.
চির লোকপাল শব্দের অর্থ অনন্ত ব্রহ্মাণ্ডের যত ব্রহ্মারুদ্রগণ চির লোকপাল শব্দে তাহার গণন.
It is very difficult to ascertain the number of universes. Every universe has its separate Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, who are known as permanent governors. Therefore, there is also no counting them. Purport by Divine Vishnu Prabhupada. Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva are called Chiralokapala, permanent governors. This means that they govern the affairs of the universe from the beginning of the creation to the end. In the next creation, the same living entities may not be present, but because Brahma and Shiva are existing from the beginning to the end, they are called Chiralokapala, permanent governors. Lokapala means predominating deities. There are 8 predominating deities of the prominent heavenly planets, and they are Indra, Agni, Yama, Varuna, Nibhuti, Vayu, Kuvera, and Shiva.
The universe has Brahma and Shiva.
Every universe has Brahma and Shiva,
They remain for the entire duration of the universe.
and they remain for the entire duration of the universe.
The other devas or demigods,
The other devas or demigods,
their term is usually one Manvantara.
so and their term is due to only one Manvantara,
Which is 14 Manvantaras in the day of Brahma.
which is 14 Manvantaras in a day. There is 14 Manvantaras in a day of Brahma,
Or 71 Satyayugas.
and 71 Chaturyugas.
So, although these devas live for millions of years, they're also temporary.
Although these devas live for millions of years, they are also temporary.
And when set leaves, a new set comes.
When a set leaves, a new set comes.
Brahma and Shiva are there till the beginning to the end of the universe.
And Brahma and Shiva are there from the beginning to the end of the creation.
Therefore, they're called as permanent governors.
Therefore, they are called as the permanent governors. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21:59.
কৃষ্ণ ঐশ্বর্য দর্শনার্থ আগত ব্রহ্মার দর্পণাস সম্বন্ধে একটি পৌরাণিক আখ্যান. একদিন দ্বারকাতে কৃষ্ণ দেখিবারে ব্রহ্মা আইলা দ্বারপাল জানাইল কৃষ্ণেরে.
Once, when Krishna was ruling Dwarka, Lord Brahma came to see him. and the doorman immediately informed Lord Krishna of Brahma's arrival. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.16.
কৃষ্ণ কহেন কোন ব্রহ্মা কি তাহার নাম, দাঁড়িয়াসি ব্রহ্মারে পুছে আর বার।
When Krishna was so informed, he immediately asked the doorman, "Which Brahma? What is his name?" The doorman therefore returned and questioned Lord Brahma, purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. From this verse, we can understand that Brahma is the name of the post, and that the person occupying the post has a particular name also. From the Bhagavad Gita, Iman Vivashvate Yogam. Vivaswan is the name of the present predominating deity of the sun. He is generally called Surya, the sun god, but he also has his own particular name. The governor of the state is generally called Rajapala, but he also has his own individual name. Since there are hundreds and thousands of Brahmas with different names, Krishna wanted to know which of them had come to see him.
So Brahma thought he was the only Brahma
So Brahma thought that he was the only Brahma
because he didn't have information of the other universes.
because he didn't have the information about the other universes.
So he was surprised by this question.
So he was surprised by this question. Hari Bol. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.61.
বিস্মিত হইয়া ব্রহ্মা দারিকে কহিলা, কহ গিয়া সনক পৃথা চতুর্মুখ আইলা।
When the doorman asked which Brahma, Lord Brahma was surprised. He told the doorman, "Please go inform Lord Krishna that I am the four-headed Brahma, who's the father of the four Kumaras." Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.62.
কৃষ্ণে জানাইয়া দারি ব্রহ্মারে লইয়া গেলা, কৃষ্ণের চরণে ব্রহ্মা দণ্ডবোধ কইলা।
The doorman then informed Lord Krishna of Lord Brahma's description, and Lord Krishna gave him permission to enter. The doorman escorted Lord Brahma in, and as soon as Brahma saw Lord Krishna, he offered obeisances at his lotus feet.
Krishna is the Supreme Personal Godhead, the source of all spiritual and material planets and universes.
Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the source of all spiritual and material universes, planets.
So Brahma saw Lord Krishna and immediately offered his prostrate obeisances.
When Lord Brahma saw Krishna, he immediately offered him his prostrate obeisances. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.63.
কৃষ্ণ মান্য পূজা করি তারে প্রশ্ন কইল, কি লাগি তোমার ইহা আগমন হইল।
After being worshipped by Lord Brahma, Lord Krishna also honored him with suitable words. Then Lord Krishna asked him, "Why have you come here?"
So Krishna wanted to know what Brahma's purpose was.
So Krishna wanted to know what Lord Brahma's purpose was. To come and see him. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.64.
ব্রহ্মা কহে তাহা পাছে করিব নিবেদন, এক সংশয় মনে হয় করহ ছেদন।
Being questioned, Lord Brahma immediately replied, "Later I shall tell you why I have come. First of all, there is a doubt in my mind, which I wish you would kindly dissipate." Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.65.
কোন ব্রহ্মা পুছিলে তুমি কোন অভিপ্রায়ে আমা বই জগতে আর কোন ব্রহ্মা হয়ে
Why did he inquire which Brahma had come to see you? What is the purpose of such an inquiry? Is there any other Brahma besides me within this universe?
Since Brahma only knows of this universe,
Since Brahma only knows of this universe,
he's thinking that he's the only Brahma.
so he is thinking that he is the only Brahma.
There are Ananta Koti, unlimited millions of universes.
But there are Ananta Koti, unlimited number of universes.
And each universe has Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva.
And each universe has Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva.
So, when they come from other universes as well.
And they may come from other universes as well. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.66.
শুনি হাসি কৃষ্ণ তবে করিলেন ধ্যানে অসংখ্য ব্রহ্মার গণ আইলা ততক্ষণে
Upon hearing this, Lord Krishna smiled and immediately meditated. Unlimited Brahmas arrived instantly. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.67.
10-20 শত সহস্র অযুত লক্ষ বদন কৌট্যর্বুদ মুখ কারো না যায় গণন
These Brahmas had different numbers of heads. Some had 10 heads, some 20, some 100, some 1,000, some 10,000, some 100,000, some 10 millions, and others 100 million. No one can count the numbers of faces they had.
Lord Krishna showed his opulence to the Brahma of our universe.
So Krishna showed his opulence to the Brahma of our universe.
Since our universe is relatively small, therefore four-headed Brahma is sufficient.
Our universe is relatively small, therefore four-headed Brahma is sufficient.
But depending on the size of the universe,
So depending on the size of universe,
the Brahma has different number of heads.
the Brahma has different numbers of heads. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.68.
রুদ্রগণ আইলা লক্ষ কোটি বদন ইন্দ্রগণ আইলা লক্ষ কোটি নয়ন
There also arrived many Lord Shivas with various heads numbering 100,000 and 10 million. Many Indras also arrived, and they had hundreds and hundreds of thousands of eyes all over their bodies. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. It is said that Indra, the king of heaven, is very lusty. Once he had sexual intercourse with the wife of a great sage. And when the great learned sage learned about this, he cursed lusty Indra with a curse that put vaginas all over his body. But being very much ashamed, Indra fell down at the lotus feet of the great sage and begged his pardon. Being compassionate, the sage turned the vaginas into eyes. Therefore, Indra possesses hundreds and thousands of eyes all over his body. Just as Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva have many faces, the king of heaven Indra has many eyes.
Here the history of Indra
Here the history of Indra
is mentioned.
Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.69.
দেখি চতুর্মুখ ব্রহ্মা ফাপর হইলা হস্তিগণ মধ্যে যেন মশক রহিলা
When the four-headed Brahma of this universe saw all this opulence of Krishna, he became very much bewildered and considered himself a rabbit among many elephants.
Lord Brahma was overwhelmed by the great opulence of Krishna.
Lord Brahma, he was overwhelmed by the great opulence of Krishna.
And seeing all these Brahmas much greater than himself,
And seeing all these Brahmas much greater than himself,
he became very ashamed and bewildered.
he became very ashamed and bewildered. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.70.
আসি সব ব্রহ্মা কৃষ্ণ পাদপীঠ আগে দণ্ডবোধ করিতে মুকুট পাদপীঠে লাগে
All the Brahmas who came to see Krishna offered their respects at his lotus feet, and when they did this, their helmets touched his lotus feet.
Lord Brahma is the Guna avatar
Although Lord Brahma is the Guna avatar
of each universe,
of each universe,
they all are empowered by Lord Krishna.
and they all are empowered by Lord Krishna.
So they offer their obeisances prostrate to Lord Krishna, touch the head to his lotus feet.
They all offered all their obeisances prostrate to Lord Krishna and touched their head to his lotus feet. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.71.
কৃষ্ণের অচিন্ত শক্তি লিখিতে কেহ নারে যত ব্রহ্মা তত মূর্তি একই শরীরে
No one can estimate the inconceivable potency of Krishna. All the Brahmas who were there were resting in the one body of Krishna. Hari Bol.
Lord Krishna, appearing like a human being,
Although Krishna, he is appearing like a human being,
his transcendental body contains all the universes.
his transcendental body contains all the universes.
Therefore, he can easily bring all the Brahmas present.
Wherefore, he can easily bring all the Brahmas present. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.72.
পাদপীঠ মুকুটাগ্র সংঘট্টে ওঠে ধ্বনি পাদপীঠে স্তুতি করে মুকুটে হেন জানি
When the helmets struck together at Krishna's lotus feet, there was a tumultuous sound. It appeared that the helmets themselves were offering prayers onto Krishna's lotus feet.
Helmets on the heads of the different Brahmas
The helmets on the heads of different Brahmas
are taking around and causing a tumultuous sound.
they were striking and causing a tumultuous sound. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.73.
জোর হাতে ব্রহ্মা রুদ্রাদি কর স্তবন বড় কৃপা করিলা প্রভু দেখাইলা চরণ
With folded hands, all the Brahmas and Shivas began to offer prayers unto Lord Krishna, saying, O Lord, you have shown me a great favor. I have been able to see your lotus feet.
All the Brahmas and Shivas present felt blessed.
All the Brahmas and Shivas present felt blessed
They could see all the feet of Lord Krishna.
that they could see the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.74.
ভাগ্য মোরে বুলাইলা দাস অঙ্গী করি কোন আজ্ঞা হয় তাহা করি শিরে ধরি
All of them said, It is my great fortune, Lord, that you have called me, thinking of me as your servant. Now, let me know what your order is so that I may carry it on my heads.
All the Brahmas were filled with intense desire to serve our Lord.
All the Brahmas were filled with intense desire to serve the Lord. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.75.
কৃষ্ণ কহে তোমা সবা দেখিতে চিত্ত হইল তাহা লাগি এক ঠাই সবা বুলাইল
Lord Krishna replied, "Since I wanted to see all of you together, I have called all of you here."
He showed his opulence to the four-headed Brahma,
So he showed his opulence to the four-headed Brahma,
feeling very small compared to the other Brahmas.
who was feeling very small compared to other Brahmas. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.76.
সুখী হও সবে কিছু নাহি দৈত্য ভয় তারা কহে তোমার প্রসাদে সর্বত্রই জয়
All of you should be happy. Is there any fear from the demons? They replied, "By your mercy, we are victorious everywhere." Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.77.
সম্প্রতি পৃথিবীতে যেবা হইয়াছিল ভার অবতীর্ণ হইয়া তাহা করিলা সংহার
Whatever burden was upon the earth, you have taken away by descending to that planet. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.78.
দ্বারকাদি বিভূতির এই তো প্রমাণ আমার ওই ব্রহ্মাণ্ডে কৃষ্ণ সবার হইল গান
This is the proof of Dwaraka's opulence. All the Brahmas thought, Krishna is now staying in my jurisdiction.
His Brahma thought he had come to his universe.
Each Brahma thought that he had come to his universe.
The universe is Raja, Mathura, and Dwarka.
In every universe there is Braja, Mathura, and Dwaraka.
So, Krishna's pastimes are going on eternally.
So Krishna's pastimes are going on eternally.
It's like the sun in some place that's rising,
Just like the sun in some place it's rising,
and 1 hour later,
and 1 hour later,
and then in some place it's setting.
and in some place it is setting.
Like that in different universes.
So like that in different universes,
Krishna is in Dwarka
Krishna is in Dwaraka
at the same time.
at the same time.
Of these Brahmas came to see Krishna.
So these Brahmas came to see Krishna,
They thought Krishna's in my universe.
but they thought Krishna is in my universe. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.79.
কৃষ্ণ সহ দ্বারকা বৈভব অনুভব হইল একত্র মিলনে কেহ কাহ না দেখিল
Thus the opulence of Dwaraka was perceived by each and every one of them. Although they were all assembled together, no one could see anyone but himself.
The four-headed Brahma could see all of them,
The four-headed Brahma could see all of them,
but the others only saw themselves and Lord Krishna.
but the others only saw themselves and Lord Krishna. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, the four-headed Brahma perceived the opulence of Dwarakadham where Krishna was staying, and although there were Brahmas present having 10 to 10 million heads, and although many Lord Shivas were also assembled, only the four-headed Brahma of this universe could see all of them. Hari Bol, Guru Maharaj ki jai. By the inconceivable potency of Krishna, the others could not see one another. Although all the Brahmas and Shivas were assembled together due to Krishna's energy, they could not meet or talk among themselves individually. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.80.
তবে কৃষ্ণ সর্ব ব্রহ্মা গণে বিদায় দিলা দণ্ডবধ হইয়া সবে নিজ ঘরে গেলা
Lord Krishna then bade farewell to all the Brahmas there, and after offering their obeisances, they all returned to their respective homes.
The four-headed Brahma, the universe, could see all of them.
So, The four-headed Brahma of this universe could see all of them.
Then he could understand why Krishna asked him with Brahma.
Then he could understand why Krishna had asked him which Brahma.
So, in this way, Krishna has unlimited opulence and sweetness.
So in this way, Krishna had unlimited opulence and sweetness.
You cannot begin to understand his greatness.
We cannot begin to understand his greatness. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 21.81.
দেখি চতুর্মুখ ব্রহ্মার হইল চমৎকার কৃষ্ণের চরণে আসি কইলা নমস্কার.
After observing all these opulences, the four-headed Brahma of this universe was astonished. He again came before the lotus feet of Krishna and offered him obeisances. Thus ends the part 1 of the chapter entitled Destruction of Pride of Brahma who came to see the opulence of Lord Krishna, under the section The Opulence and Sweetness of Lord Krishna.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.